Getting bullied was the best thing that's ever happened to me. The best thing. I used to get bullied when I was younger. And at the time, it definitely sucked, but once I realized why I was getting bullied, it all made sense. Getting bullied made me get better. It made me better. It made my skin thicker. I used to not understand it when I was younger. I was so angry about it. I felt real helpless. And I was helpless. But it made me want to change. I got bullied into change. And that's okay. That's not a bad thing. Bullying is demonized nowadays, but it really helped me when I was younger realize things about myself. A lot of my insecurities I had to confront. I was a fat little kid who didn't really talk to anybody. Didn't have too many friends in my classes. And I got bullied for that. It is what it is. I was a loser. I was a loser in school. In like the last year of middle school, freshman year of high school, that's around the time period that I got bullied. Mainly freshman year of high school. But that made me stronger. That made me realize a lot about myself, a lot about other people. It made me real observant to people's behavior. And why did I get bullied and not somebody else? You know? I was just an easy target. I was a little fat kid who would never talk back. You know, I would just take it. It was what it was. I was scared of repercussion. I was scared of consequence. When I was younger, I was the kid in school who was quiet, who the teachers loved because I was obedient. I was obedient. And I used to think that was such a good quality about me. All the teachers would always tell me like how I'm such a good kid and all this, but it's not a good quality. I was obedient to the wrong things. I wasn't obedient to myself. I wasn't fulfilling who I wanted to be. I wasn't doing things that I wanted to do because I feared what others thought. So then when I got to high school and I started to get bullied, I started to understand that I needed to change, that I couldn't be this way forever. So that's 100% what I did. I changed. I changed for the better. I was fat, right? Well, first thing for me to do was lose the fucking weight. There's no reason I should have a little belly and titties when I'm a kid. No reason at all. So what did I do? I lost the weight. But I was still shy. I couldn't really talk. I had a thing in my mouth called a tongue crip and braces. And that just fucked up my speech. Even now at this point, when I try to make any type of comebacks, if I was getting bullied, I would just get bullied for my voice. So that just took time, but I try to get better with that. I try to get better with vocalizing my thoughts, my thought process, and articulating my words better. I did everything in my power to change, to control my own narrative. And then once I fixed all that, I started to have friends. Everybody was just chill. I wasn't getting bullied no more. I just vibe with everybody. You know, people just fuck with me now. Because I look different and I had more inner confidence from the changes that I made within myself. You might be at a point in life where you need to bully yourself. You ever think of that? You need to bully yourself into the change that you need to make. Especially if you're out of school now. There's nobody to bully you. You have to realize that a lot of the time in life, you are the problem. You get bullied for a reason. It's for you to change. It's to provoke change. Bullies are sent to you by God for you to change. And it's only to make you better. Of course, the bully's not going to have good intentions. And in the end, they become nothing in life anyway, so don't worry about that. But it's okay if you've gotten bullied before, but that should have sparked something to change within you. That was a sign to change. Especially if it's very much in your control. You know, when you're younger, your finances might not be in control, and if you get bullied for that, it is what it is. But physical appearance, you could change that. And the way that you speak and carry yourself, you could change that. And your hygiene, you could change that. You could fix a lot about yourself if you're lacking in certain aspects. And in the end, I'm forever grateful for being bullied, because it made me what I am now. It made me who I am now. It also made me realize that I was too obedient. Way too fucking obedient. I'm not like that anymore. I do what I need to do. Whatever I feel like is right, that's what I do. I don't do it because somebody else tells me to do it. And that's how you gotta be in life. Everything in life is a lesson, is a learning process. You just have to be open to it. A lot of people are not open to it. You have to open up your mind and really think about, man, why am I getting bullied? Listen, if you're getting bullied right now, currently, just think about how you can become better and then do everything in your power to become better. And it's gonna take time, it's gonna take years. It took me a fucking decade to really change, to see any significant change. But now, I'm just a different person overall. With skin toughened up. And it's also the primary thing that got me in the gym out of insecurity. Because I was so fat. And that's helped my life a lot. So take everything as a lesson, and even if things are bad, they could turn into a really positive thing. It could be a real positive outcome if you look at it the right way. It's all about perspective and how you look at things. Anything you go through can turn into a positive. That's it, man. I love y'all. Shtora.